Hello everybody, welcome back to more Terraria. Last time, we ended up defeating Digtoise numerous times, in getting some of the cool drops like the Pneumatic Horn, Weather Pane, Houndish Studios, and the Pet. And we even had time to make a little base over here, base operations in the snow biome, meaning that we now have 4 pylons. 3 of them are nicely done up, and of course this one is still the temporary one, which I will get to in a future episode. It's just, I want to do a little bit of other miscellaneous tidbits today. So this is going to be a bit of a random episode, so if you're not really a fan of those, you can go ahead and skip on to the next one. I'm also going to be trying out, because I've been really enjoying the shorter episodes lately. They're much easier to edit, trust me. Sometimes the previous ones could take hours. I'm going to try doing smaller videos, but 2 a week instead of 1. That way, we can sort of increase the pace of videos, and this series will actually be done this year instead of having to go on. Because this is a very long game. To start with, I would like to head back to the underground desert, because I would like to obtain... Oh, I should grab some Spelunker potions, shouldn't I? Off we head to the... biome. Oh, the dogs arrived looking for a home. Hopefully it can find a home. Pets should be able to move into the same thing as a NPCs. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Oh my god. We need to make this bit a little bit more flattened out after we bombed it in one of the previous episodes. I think it's episode 3 when we did the pylon. So we have this down here. But we can actually just go down the pyramid, and that might be better off actually, so we can cut deeper. I think, yeah, we got the chisel. I don't need anything else from the top half. The loot from the underground desert is split into halves. The top half chests have different loot from the bottom half chests. So, if you want an ancient chisel, or a magic conch, or a snake charmer's flute, or anything like that, stay in the top half. If you want some of the other stuff, then the bottom half is your friend. And here we go. Let's get our Flinks boys in. I didn't use any of the buff stations or whatever. Of course, yeah, the underground desert is quite dangerous, so you want to keep your eyes peeled. Is that banana split? Oh my god, they both dropped the banana split. That's crazy. Is it because we killed them on the same frame and that the game calculated the same drops of both of them? I don't know, that's a pretty good theory. Yeah, so we basically just want to keep on... Oh god. Star Fury, I feel, is going to be quite the help here. What I am looking for in primarily is I would like to obtain Digtoise. It's part of the Pal World crossover. Digtoise is a Pal in the Pal World. And, yeah, it basically assists you with your mining, which I think is very cool. We're going to be seeing a lot of mining coming up in the future episodes. Let's use our Pneumatic Horn here to try and take out some of these. You can see the varying damage sort of showing itself here. Also grab some of these desert fossils. They're not too useful, but if you're a lot earlier on in the game than I am, then they're definitely worth picking up. Can I please get this guy? Use the weather pane. Yeah, it doesn't really fit through there. Right, let's get that rolling cactus out of the way. We want to avoid the rolling cactus as much as... Oh god. Oh, you do 80 damage. Okay. When in doubt, bring the Star Fury out. There we go. That's how you take care of that. Yeah, the Star Fury is actually going to be quite good at dispatching of the sort of little rolling cactus from afar. But there is just so many of these dudes where I'm going to try and make a run for it. Sometimes making a run for it is what you want to do. And hey look, I'm there! For starters, Digtoise detected nearby, but there is not only a chest, but we see a little thingy on our detectors. Hopefully nothing's down here. Yes, look at this! Right, oh, there's 2 of them! Right next to each other. Okay, right, let's grab you. Yeah, summon the Digtoise to help mining. Left click to direct, right click away to recall, right click to edit. Let's just see what you are capable of doing. Let's spawn you in. And until you command Digtoise, okay, he just starts digging on his own. yeah, so starts automatically digging. It's quite slow, but you can leave this and go off screen, and he will just keep on going. You can also change direction by mouse cursoring like so. We can just click like that way, and he'll go horizontally as well. So yeah, it's nice to be able to just sort of automate some of the mining process, even if it's quite slow. You can just set this thing going and dig a tunnel. It's pretty awesome. We'll grab the second one, even though there's not really much point in having two. But yeah, that's awesome. I didn't think it'd be that quick to find one, in all honesty. I thought I'd be searching the whole bloody desert for one. I will say, it's not perfect. It has a really low pickaxe power, so if it hits anything like obsidian, or any of the ores that it can't mine, then yeah, you'll be in for trouble then, but oh, dang it. Yeah, okay, so that's the golfer NPC there. He obviously just died off screen. The golfer is one of the harder of the like underground ones to find because of how many enemies there are. The golfer usually just spawn off screen somewhere and just almost die instantly. It's kind of hard actually. Right, we'll grab that. There's another chest down here too. Trying to keep things at bay. The Star Fury's actual sword, thankfully, does have a decent amount of knockback, so you can kind of keep these guys at bay for long periods. Ah, there we are. I hope you don't die there, so let me just try and get over you so I can free you. There we are, Jim Mulligan. Why, thank you. I've been stuck in the sand pit for days. Good thing you can get water out of a cactus. That is very true. The golfer sells literally everything to do with golf. Golf is a minigame you can play. It's basically like just real life golf, except it's on a 2D plane. You build the courses yourself. You can buy the cups, the flags, everything really. Yeah, it's very cool. I don't think I'll be doing much with the golfing in this playthrough. This is sort of going to be more of a progression focus. Oh my god, there's another Digtoise. Oh, I found 3 of them, and I thought they were going to be rare. Yeah, this is going to be a bit more of a progression focused playthrough, so there won't be as much like gimmick building like the golf. But I guess maybe I can show off the golf in like maybe another world. I do have another playthrough I'm doing alongside this with some of my friends that I am doing a golf course on, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, let me know if you guys would like to see that. I think that'd be quite cool. We've hit lava level. The lava level in the desert biome is higher up than the regular lava level, so if you look, like if you look at the same level here, it's not quite the same if you look at the cavern layer. So you'll start seeing lava earlier, is what I'm trying to say. I realise sometimes I say things I don't realise that it doesn't really make any sense. Lava level is quite notable though, because it is sort of the point in time you start seeing the alternate chesting, which we might actually see some of it right here. Storm Spear, there we are. There's one of the drops you can get. Storm Spear is just a better version of all the spears you can find. It has a projectile that can actually has some really nice range. I think the range on it was buffed quite considerably in 1.4.5. Yeah, so it's decent. I think it even got a base damage buff. So if you have been sleeping on the Storm Spear and you've played this game before and you've never really used it, maybe now is the time to give it a go. Our second goal for this episode that I want to get done is to find the hidden Aether mini-biome. I haven't talked about this yet. The Aether mini-biome is one of the coolest places, and I think, to be honest, any explanations will probably not be dealt with much justice, so we'll just wait until we get there, but trust me, it's cool, and I recommend trying to get to it as soon as possible. Oh god. Another chest, there's always another house as well. Oh god. Star Fury is just great at just clearing out all the cacti. Ah, there we are, Thunder Zapper, that's the other weapon. It's one of the... I say it's one of the best, but it's probably the best single-target mage weapon you can obtain this early on in the game. I haven't really talked about class setups properly yet, but if you're gung-hoing on one type of class, or even doing a challenge run where you're only allowing yourself to use weapons of a certain class, like melee ranged, oh god, to grab up piggy bank. Yeah, if you're gung-hoing on one class, Mage is miserable in the early game. There's not many options as it comes to for weapons, and in general, you're just going to be finding yourself, like, you don't really have much choice. You either make yourself a gem weapon, or find yourself a Thunder Zapper. Yeah, maybe get lucky with a Vile Thorn, or something of the likes, but yeah, apart from that, it's quite miserable, whereas for all the other classes, like, you know, Melee's got, like, you got some boomerangs that are cool, you got Star Fury, you got the Enchanted Sword, you got, like, the Blood Rainbow, you got guns, you know, for the ranged class, and you got the, like, good sentries and, like, the Flink Staff and stuff summoned. Mage just doesn't really have a lot. I would like to see a Mage update at some point in this game's lifespan. I don't know, just specifically for the early game, I feel like it could use a little bit of TLC, I guess. Alright, I think we've found about all I would like to get from this. I just want to quickly see if there's anything else up here. Life Crystal. I mean, the Life Crystals are still worth the grab, because they sell for a decent amount. What was that house thing? Right, we'll just be a bit cheeky over here. What we got? Oh, Fairy Choker, let's go. Do I want another mace? Get rid of the lesser potions. This can go on. No doubt. It's a nice little tip for you, actually. If you want to free up some space while you're exploring, just equip some accessories just to other loadouts so you have more slots. It's a pretty nice little tip. I usually employ it quite often. Right, let's head on back. At some point, I accidentally drank a hunter potion, it seems, because everyone's already like glowing and stuff. Right, put some of these buff potions away. I'll just put everything away. Now here's the thing: Storm Spear, Thunder Zapper. Do we incorporate these into our current loadout? I do love both these weapons. I think they are very great weapons. It's just, I'll probably swap the Thunder Zapper for the Weather Pane, maybe. The thing is, I just haven't really found a good use for the Weather Pane yet. I'm sure it's probably a decent weapon. Maybe we'll retire the boomstick on the principle that I quite used to using the boomstick, so it might be nice to use some more unorthodox weapons. Yeah, let's give that a try. We've got loads of boomsticks anyway. And we'll take up the Thunder Zapper, Storm Spear. I don't know, guys. Let's go Thunder Zapper. Let's give the Mage class a bit of love, maybe with the next few bosses. I recommend not overloading yourself with too many weapon choices. I've kind of already done that here with a bow, a gun, this and that. So I'm kind of like going against my own advice here, but it's mainly because I want to show that most of these weapons can be used, and they're pretty damn good. Let's see what I can get on this. Oh, this is a really cheap reforge, actually. Really damn cheap. Wow. Godly's a great reforge, but I think for mages, I kind of want to get... Damn! It's like it can hear me or something. Mythical. There we go. That's our first example of the perfect modifier there. You'll get a little, like, rainbow text pop up. Mythical is the best reforge for most magic weapons. Why did my damage go down by, like, a little bit then? Yeah, boy. Yeah, so for mages, you either want this or the diamond staff. The diamond staff can pierce enemies. This can't, but this shoots way faster. So that's the difference between that. Let's see. Fishing quest. Bloody Man-O-War. I mean, I guess we can get that. We just head over to the pond over here. There we are. I decided to do the little trick and catch two of them. Whoops, accidentally used that twice, huh? You cannot catch multiple of the quest fish if you already have one. But if you just place it in a chest, or your trash slot, or like a piggy bank or something, you can catch as many as you want. They even stack now, so you can sort of build up a supply, so you can do two for the price of one. Ooh, Angler Vest, hell yeah, that's the second piece of the set. Very nice. We're putting a decent little fishing load out there now. Hello, merchant. I would like to buy torches. How many can I buy? Yep, that will do. Jesus Christ. Okay. Spent like 10 gold on torches. Alright, we're going to go ahead and grab out basically the same sort of potions we just did, apart from the Spelunk potion. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to try and find this Aether pylon area. So, how you find this is world dependent. Your Aether biome will always spawn on the side of the world that has the jungle, not the side of the dungeon. I believe if you're playing on a drunk mode, it's just on the side that has the both snow biome and jungle. So we're gonna head over to our ocean pylon here, and we're just gonna sort of. Ooh, do you know what I should do before we do this? Actually, I kind of want to grab Digtoise here and just kind of go to our base here and set you going. I wanted to do this because we're going to need a fast track to hell coming up in a future video. So just letting him do the work for us over here while we head over to the ocean and do basically the same thing, except we're just doing it ourselves. Let's just go ahead and dig, and I will cut most of this unless I find anything cool. But you want to head down at the edge of the map and hope you run into the Aether biome. There's some weirdness with the generation. Sometimes it can generate more like in the jungle, so like more over here. Sometimes it can generate quite far down, so you just want to head down to the depths and just have a look around, see if you can find it. This looks weird, huh? It's just a straight up path. I reckon this might be... Oh, yes it is. We have found it. We have found the magic liquid. Oh, hey. That was a coin portal right there. The coin portals are like rare events you can get for breaking portals that give you a bunch of coins. Yeah, we've found the Aether mini-biome. It's really far to the left. It's like directly underneath the rain fart, the ocean. That's right. I forgot the ocean was called. God damn it. Yeah. So this liquid is very interesting. It's not damaging like lava or anything like that. It's not. You don't drown in it like you do with like water. But just as an example, I hope I can recover from this. Let's just kill this worm first. You enter shimmering phase when you go through it, and you will continue falling until you hit a gap, which just so happens to be right here. So yeah, you just keep on falling until you... yeah, you used to become invincible, but people loved abusing invincibility, so yeah, that was very short-lived. But perhaps, probably, it's more well-known property, if I can just get back up here quickly. I want to just quickly demonstrate. This liquid is also a crafting station. Let's throw these torches in for it as an example. They float down, and if they can be transmuted into something, they will disappear and reappear as a different item. Then we've got Aether torches, which is this biome's torch. Hey, check that out, we've got a rally, that's awesome. Let's actually just, like, kind of flatten this out a tiny little bit. We'll probably be doing some building down here at some point. Use the correct torch. Oh god, get out of here. We're going to be kind of bombarded by enemies here for a little bit. Let me grab that rally, even though I don't really plan on using it. So, yeah. We threw torches in, and we got Aether torches. Wow, that's cool, huh? There's another pretty big thing. If we were to chuck... What's a good way of showing this off with the items I have in my inventory? These gold bars, for example. Let's throw these in. Turns into gold ore. Huh, that's funny, isn't it? You can throw most crafted items into Shimmer, and they will decraft themselves back into their original form. This is included, but not limited to, pretty much all materials that can be made. Potions, although you don't get all of the items back, just some of them. As you can see, there we are. We've got some specular fish, bottles, and some Daybloom for our troubles. And not only that, there are so many unique items that you can obtain by throwing items into Shimmer that to list all of them in this video would be next to impossible. It would like extend the video's time by like an hour. So yeah, very interesting. You can even throw coins into there. Let's just do that. It doesn't seem like it does very much, but it's kind of like throwing coins into a well. You get a bit of extra luck, sort of thing. I have got some shimmer slime, so even enemies that go into the liquid, they can be affected by it too. So it's a very interesting little mini-biome, and it opens up a lot of opportunities. I will be exploring more of these opportunities as we get further onto the game, because early on there's not much we can do with it. But there is something that we can do with it, and it's very, very neat. Let me just go ahead and put some stuff away, and then I'll show you guys. Remember that one episode we had a travelling merchant, and I said, I murdered him in plain sight and said, trust me, I had a good reason to? I'm going to grab out his hat now, amongst a bunch of other things. Let's just have a look around, actually, to see what we can maybe bring to the Shimmer. That would be quite interesting. We'll bring the Blood Butcherer, definitely. And maybe the Gold Broadsword, the Ruby Staff. Because you can decraft things into Shimmer, it's nice to be able to bring old weapons you don't use anymore and bring them in. We've even got a magic mirror here. We can also shimmer down into materials. Magic mirrors can be crafted, so that's very interesting. We've got the slime gun, I believe, has a unique interaction. We don't need the fletch catcher anymore. It's just, there's so much stuff you can bring, like gold armors. We made this briefly, we don't need it. If you're curious what exactly can be thrown into Shimmer to turn into what, I would seriously recommend going to the Shimmer wiki page, because there it will detail literally everything. We're going to grab out a piece of fruit. I'll put stuff sort of in the top right of the inventory. Here is stuff you should bring as a sort of guide. You should bring yourself a life crystal. That's another thing you can throw into the Shimmer. And let's see what else. Right, you're gonna want to make yourself a wherever they are. Hello. Am I blind? Am I blind? I'm not blind, am I? I may be blind. Hello. I think I'll just search for it. There are mana crystal. Got one of those too. Right. So let's start by just throwing the stuff I want to decraft, because you can just sort of rapid fire do this. Yeah, check this out. We're getting all of the materials we used back. So this is what I was saying back along. I don't remember what episode it was where I said, don't worry about making stuff you think you won't like, because there will be a method of getting your stuff back later. This is that method. So you've got 51 gold bars back. Other things. So these items here, these five, these are some of the few unique interactions. It's for the slime gun in first. Turns into the shimmer gun, a completely new item. It doesn't decraft or nothing. It's just a new item. Some of the transmutations are like that. And there isn't really any hints to this, so this is one part of the game that unfortunately it turns into a bit of a wiki game, because nothing in the game sort of hints that you can really even do this. Yeah, shimmer gun turns the slime gun into a shimmer gun. You can shoot shimmer things, which has more of use than you think it might. Let me just deal with the common rabble quickly while I throw the next thing in, the headless hat. This will turn into the peddler's satchel. This is one of the first permanent upgrades. This is kind of the Shimmer's kind of shtick. Some items thrown in and consumed will give you a permanent buff that will last the rest of the playthrough. In this case, it'll make the traveling merchant give you more items. Very, very nice, because some of the stuff is very nice for the traveling merchant. In a similar vein, the life crystal and mana crystal will become the vital crystal and the arcane crystal. These are permanent buffs to your life regen and mana regen. They don't take up any slots, you just use them and they're good to go. Next, you want to throw in a fruit of some kind. Doesn't matter what fruit. And you'll get yourself the ambrosia, which is a little buff to mining and building. All kinds of little stuff like that. There are a few more that you could technically have by this point. One is the Galaxy Pearl, which you can get by throwing a pink pearl into Shimmer. You get these by fishing in the desert biome and opening up oysters. Oh god, I am falling. Whoops. I probably could head back to base here, actually. The other is the gummy worm, which increases your fishing level by, I believe, 10? That you get if I'm throwing a gold worm into Shimmer. Those are kind of RNG reliant, so I obviously didn't get good enough luck to have access to those just yet. Just know that they're not worth grinding for. Stuff like the extra life regeneration bonus is super easy to get, so you may as well. But don't, like, try and farm for a gold worm just to get a little fishing buff. But if you find items that can be thrown into Shimmer, it's definitely worth doing. Here we have the Shimmer gun. Let's see what happens. Let's shoot it at the merchant, shall we? Zoom in a little bit. And he has changed his design, which is really awesome. Every single NPC besides the pets, I believe, have an alternate version that you can get by shooting Shimmer at them or getting them to fall in Shimmer. There's so many, I could show them all off, but it'll take a while once again. Yeah, there's just a bunch. You even have unique portraits, so that's the main function of the Shimmer gun. Aside from it just being kind of silly looking. I think to end off the video, I guess what I will do is just see how old Digtoise is getting on. Remember, this has been going ever since we set him off, so he will just keep on going until he hits something he can't manage, which seems like to be here. I don't know what is here that he couldn't get, but oh, dang it. Put you there. Down you go. And there he is. So he's just gonna keep on going. We might have to reset him a few times if he comes across something he can't mine. But apart from that, he's pretty awesome. So that was a little bit of a random video, but yeah, we got a few important things done. We discovered the Shimmer, of course, and found Digtoise, which was really, really neat. Admit some other stuff as well. And that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. It really helped out a lot. Until next time, see ya!